Welcome to the Family History Buff channel. On today's video, I will show you how to change marriage, birth, and death information in FamilySearch and right in your own home. Hello, this is Murray Dalton, your Family History Buff. This is our fourth video to help you with FamilySearch. And now that you're connected to your ancestors on FamilySearch, I'm going to show you how to change vital information like an ancestor's name that is shown wrong, along with birth and death information that may need to be corrected. I'm also going to show you how to edit and correct marriage information on FamilySearch. Hopefully you had a chance to view our first three videos. If not, I would strongly recommend viewing these first, especially if you're still trying to search and find your ancestors. Okay, let's get started and show you how to correct vital information for your ancestors on FamilySearch. Now let's go ahead and log into your FamilySearch account. Go to FamilySearch website, FamilySearch.org. It's shown right up here. Let's go there now. If you have never logged into FamilySearch before or don't have a FamilySearch account, I would recommend you listen to our video number 1 first. If you have an account, go ahead and sign in to FamilySearch.org using the username and password of your account and sign in right here. If you don't have an account, no problem. All you need to do is just register for a new free account by clicking on this button right here. If you already have an account but you forgot your username or password, just follow the instructions on the screen where it says Forgot Username and Password right here. Once you have successfully entered FamilySearch, click on the family tree icon on the top left of your screen on the drop-down menu as shown right here. Then go ahead and click on Tree. Now make sure you are in the landscape mode. Look at the top left of your screen. It will give you 4 choices: landscape, portrait, fan chart, or descendancy. If you're not in the landscape mode, click on the drop-down choice to pick landscape. You should now first see your personal record and a pedigree chart of your ancestors. I have found many people using FamilySearch to get frustrated when they find information such as names, birth dates, place dates, death dates already listed on FamilySearch to be incorrect and was listed wrong. In this video presentation, I'm going to show you how to change vital information like an ancestor's name that is shown wrong, along with birth and deceased information that may need to be corrected. I'm also going to show you how to edit and correct marriage information listed wrong in FamilySearch. I'm now going to use my third great-grandfather, Reverend James Lewis, as an example of how to correct vital information. First, click on the name of your ancestor as shown here. A pop-up screen will appear on your ancestor. Next, click on where it says Person at the bottom of the screen, right down here. Once entered, you will now see the personal profile of your ancestor. You can now edit and change the vital information of your ancestor. In Family Tree, you can correct the name, sex, or event information for any person regardless of whether you added it or not. Family Tree is an open, collaborative environment. Your change shows in a change history, along with your user ID and a means to contact you. Any user, including you, can reverse changes if you make a mistake. Before you start, focus on accuracy. Your change should make the information about a person more correct. Be prepared to explain your changes and, when possible, attach sources. Consider contacting the user who made the last change before you make a correction. To find contact information of the last person to make a change to this record, click on Detail View as shown right here on my grandfather's record. Then click on the name showing in the last changed details. Be aware that other family tree users could be watching this record. You can see how many are watching when you make your corrections. They receive an email notification if you changed the record. They might contact you to discuss your change. In this case, I see some information that was changed on my grandfather's record on June 14th, 2020, right here. And by clicking on that person's name, it will show me contact information with an email address, shown right here, and a place to send a message to this person, which is right down to the bottom. Review any source information, any reason statement, and vital information already listed. Continue only if your change makes the information more accurate. Now, in this example of my third great-grandfather, all of his information is correct. However, if anything was incorrect, let me show you how to correct. To edit a name spelling, just click on Edit right here, just above their name, and you will see this window pop up. At the top of the screen where you see Other, this gives you a few options on a drop-down menu to list the native language that this individual spoke. You can see many different languages that you can choose that this person might have been able to speak. Next, you have an option to list any titles this person may have used with his name. For my grandfather, since he was a minister, his title is listed as Reverend. Next, if your ancestor's name is listed wrong or is spelled wrong, just type in the correct first and middle name followed by the last name, and any suffix this person may have been using with his name. Note, for all women, you need to add their maiden name if known. If not known, you can use a married name. Next, you will want to verify that this information is correct. In this box, you will type in the reason this information is correct. Then click on Save at the bottom of the screen. This information will now show as corrected, and the Save button will show up right here at the bottom after you put in that information. Sometimes you will see an option to delete information. If the option is available to delete information, you can delete in the bottom right corner of the box. You will need to put a reason for the deletion. Next, once in a great while, you'll find somebody's sex information has been listed wrong. In that case, you say, well, this person was really a male, and they're showing this person as a female. If that's the case, go ahead and click on Edit next to Sex, and then you can go ahead and change this to the correct sex information, where it shows up here male, female, or maybe you don't know. And then you would put a reason why this information is correct, and then you would click Save at the bottom of the screen. Next, if you find the birth information listed as wrong and needs to be corrected, click on Edit right here next to Birth. A pop-up window will appear showing Edit Birth. If the information needs to be corrected, go ahead and type in the new date of birth and correct birthplace if needed. Right here for the birth date, and right down here for the birthplace. If you change a date or place, select a standardized date or place. If no matching standard is available, click None of the above. Next, you need to enter a reason statement to explain why the information is correct. If the existing reasoning is correct, leave the existing explanation and add your own comments. Now click Save at the bottom of the screen. Also note, it's now recommended that you refresh the web page after you save any changes. Now I want to go over how to edit and change marriage information in FamilySearch. I'm going to use my great-grandfather's record again, Reverend James Lewis, as an example of how to edit and change marriage information that may be shown as incorrect. In my grandfather's record, it shows his spouse's name as Hannah Harding, and it shows their marriage date to be the 7th of September, 1793, that took place in Gorham, Cumberland, Maine, in the United States. Now, if I needed to edit this information, I would click on this little button next to their name. it looks like a pencil inside of a square. It's shown right here. So you would go ahead and click on that little button. Next, a pop-up window will appear showing the couple relationship information. You are now in a window that should say couple relationship. First, you want to check the relationship names to see if that's correct. In this case, James Reverend Lewis is married to Hannah Harding. If for some reason this is the wrong person, you do have an option to remove or replace this relationship, as shown right here. Also, at the bottom of the screen, there is an option to delete the relationship. Be very cautious, or it could erase many family connections. In FamilySearch, couples relationships connect people who were married, who lived together, who had children together, or who otherwise considered themselves a couple. Marriage events are stored with a couple relationship. These events detail the creation or ending of a couple's relationship, whether or not the couple actually married. Now you can add, edit, and delete 5 types of marriages events in Family Tree. Right where you see marriage, on relationship events, you can go ahead and click on edit. You will now have 5 different choices: annulment, common law marriage, divorce, live together, or marriage. Or, if the date needs to be corrected, you would change that right here. Or, if the place of marriage needs to be corrected, you would change that right here. Next, you would need to put a reason this information is correct right here, and then you would click Save at the bottom of the screen. Next, if you need to add any events, you would click on Add Event, and then you're going to have these same choices that we just went through on the different types, 5 different types of marriages. You're going to enter a date, you're going to enter a place of marriage, and you're going to put down the reason this is correct, and then you can click Save. A couple can have more than one marriage event, such as both a marriage and a divorce. Sometimes you find that a couple has duplicate marriage events. You can delete duplicates. Marriage events affect how information in Family Tree is displayed. When a person has more than one spouse, the spouses are listed in chronological order by marriage event. If the marriage information, dates, and places are incorrect, you can now go ahead and make any changes to this record. And as always, you will need to list a reason this information is correct. Then click on Save. If you enjoyed my presentation, please subscribe to this channel, Family History Buff. It's the best way to follow me. I have more videos to view that will go through every aspect of helping you with FamilySearch and other ways to help find and discover your ancestors. Now that you're connected, you will want to watch video number 5 entitled, How Do I Add a Spouse or a Child to FamilySearch? Thank you for watching. See you in video number 5.